We're heading inside a little red clam shack with a big reputation for gourmet food served at incredible prices. So allow me to introduce you to Arthur and Pat's. With its bright red paint job on the outside and casual no-frills dining room on the inside, Arthur and Pat's in the seaside Brant Rock section of Marshfield might not be your first thought for truly outstanding cuisine. But as the old saying goes, looks can be deceiving.
It's a ramshackled, dumpy building where you can get some great food.
Arthur and Pat's opened 36 years ago as a simple breakfast spot, but these days it's become so much more, thanks to the brother-sister duo of Art.
I got the tacos and the wraps coming out.
And Dee D'Alessandro.
What can I get for you, ladies?
Dee runs the dining room, where the walls are plastered with what's on the menu, and the service makes everyone feel like family.
Nice!
While Art makes magic back in the tiny, cramped kitchen.
It's amazing what we can do in here. I don't know, you just get used to it. But you know what? You can get the food out a lot quicker.
Food like Parisian-style mussels, homemade lobster ravioli, baked garganelli with chicken and prosciutto, piled high lobster rolls, and impossibly light and golden fried clams.
My father years ago came up with a special batter that's his secret, and it's so light. The clams come out greaseless, they're sweet. Put as little batter on it as you can, and I just pile them up.
Breakfast choices are just as delicious, like creme brulee French toast with warm cinnamon syrup, eggs Benedict featuring house-cured pastrami and mustard hollandaise, and a stack of poached eggs and smoked salmon atop a crisp potato pancake, which is aptly named the Oh My God Special.
Because when you take a bite, your first thought is, oh my God.
Arthur and Pat's is open seasonally from April to October, and it's a good thing they take the winter off, because since the restaurant is actually located below sea level, Mother Nature can do some serious damage. And the winter of 2013 was one of the worst, with 2 major floods.
This is waterfront property that you do not want to have.
They both came up to here in the back rooms here, about a foot in the dining room. It's pretty much a nightmare.
Thankfully, we put Humpty Dumpty back together again and we were able to open. However, it's challenging.
But the challenge is worth it, so customers can keep coming back to enjoy fantastic food that comes straight from the heart.
I just love food and the customers and being able to cook whatever I want. There's no one set thing here. I can cook whatever I want, and I love that.
And here she is, the queen bee behind Arthur and Pat's, Dee D'Alessandro. Welcome to the show, Dee.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for having an awesome restaurant where you can get lobster pretty much any time. So let's start with breakfast, okay? You guys do a Lobster Benedict. There's a lot of Benedicts out there, not a lot of Lobster Benedicts, but if you're going to get one, people should probably get it at Arthur and Pat's. So give me all the layers. What's going into this?
So the lobsters are brought in daily. They're cooked, they're shucked, and turned into anything you wish for.
Yep.
The Lobster Benny is sautéed lobster served on a toasted English muffin, poached eggs, Rick's homemade hollandaise, Ronnie's grilled asparagus, all the magic in the kitchen.
So I love the fact that when you have this thing all stacked up, you kind of slice into this thing, you take a bite. Walk me through all the different layers, textures, flavors I'm going to be getting on the Lobster Benny.
That's it. It's layers, textures, flavors.
Yeah.
Fresh lobster, you get a little salty sea, you get a toasted English muffin, you get the roasted asparagus, and house-made hollandaise. Does it get better than that?
No. It doesn't get better than that, unless maybe you come in for lunch later in the day, okay? Which I'm sure people come in multiple times, I'm sure all the time. You make all your own pastas. I mean, for a place like you to make your own pastas is ridiculous to start with, but a lobster ravioli, this is like a very high-end dish. You guys are doing it at this little red clam shack sort of in Marshfield. So give me the process. How are they made? What do they taste like?
We actually do make the pasta, not bought and stuffed.
Right.
We make it like my grandmother used to make it. And when I say we, I don't mean me.
No.
The one time I stepped in the kitchen, I lit myself on fire. So therefore, we leave that to the kitchen team, Rick, Ron, and Art.
Right, but you're better at describing the dishes,
yes.
you know.
Definitely not cooking. So it's fresh lobster stuffed in a little pocket of homemade pasta.
Right.
And he serves it with the lobster sauce and more lobster. Heavenly, melts in your mouth, delicious.
Lobster on lobster on lobster, which I know people love to do. You can even do lobster. You don't have to get the fine, refined kind of lobster ravioli. You can dig into a lobster taco. So explain this one.
Lightly fried lobster, fresh of course, served on a soft tortilla that's toasted. We get the tortillas in California. It's served with fresh pineapple, guacamole, delicious. Lots of texture in that dish.
Yeah, I love it. You have that kind of tropical flavors and the crispiness, because usually lobster is kind of soft or sometimes it can be a little tough. In this case, it's almost like that fried clam exterior and then the juicy sweetness on the inside. Pretty good way to do it. Now, the restaurant is located down in Marshfield in the Brant Rock section. Anytime there's a big storm, people will see you guys, usually on the news. But you named one of your most famous sandwiches, most popular sandwiches, the Brant Rock sandwich. So explain this thing, because this is another good seafood dish.
It's a marriage of bacon and scallops.
Yes.
Does it get better than that?
No.
A little bit of a jack cheese, crunchy, delicious, moist in the middle, some homemade tartar sauce.
What kind of bread's that going on? Because that just looks...
goes on a country white bread, a sourdough bread.
Yeah, it's nice. You get the crispiness all over the place. Crunchy bread, crunchy fried scallop, and again, juicy in the middle. All right, now listen, this dish here, which weighs about, I'm going to say, maybe 8 pounds, okay?
Yes.
This is the dessert that you are famous for. Not only are you famous for, you've actually gone so far to name this cake the life-changing coconut cake. What is it, and will this indeed change someone's life if they eat it?
It will indeed. Once you lay your lips on that puppy, you will never be the same. Mouth-watering, fabulous. You will always remember that cake. A lot of love goes into it. It's actually a recipe from my girlfriend, and my pastry chef Ron makes it now. It's just light, fluffy, moist, delicious, heaven on a plate.
It's a life-changing
experience.
What if I have an amazing life, which I pretty much do? I mean, I get to eat all day. Does that mean my life will get bad?
It enhances your life.
It will enhance it. Well, there it goes. You want to enhance your own life, ladies and gentlemen, you got to go chow down at Arthur and Pat's. They're at 239 Ocean Street in Marshfield. And online at arthurandpats.com.